Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On The Deck, where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes. My name is Adam Orduna, this is my mom Gina.
He's a journalist.
She's the enthusiast.
Again, if I'm talking about football, I'm super enthusiastic, and we are getting in the weeds about it right now.
Yes,
There's
definitely.
some deets. They call that the details.
There are some
deets coming.
Yes, absolutely. This is our Part 2 segment of the NFL
Part 2 of the
off-season free agency frenzy. As
free agency frenzy.
Free agency frenzy, exactly. So we gave you kind of the notable free agents that haven't been picked up yet by teams.
People out on the street
Essentially,
right now.
yes. And then we gave you the update of the quarterbacks that are now on new teams. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to break down each division, the AFC and the NFC, or I guess you could call it conference or however you want to say it.
Whatever.
The NFC and the AFC teams that have now picked up new players through trade, or if someone was released and then they just picked them up. So let's start with the NFC.
Okay.
And kind of go from there a little bit, and then we'll just kind of go off of whatever we've got on the list, and then if we want to go back and talk about some of those teams.
Sure, let's just listen. We'll give the people a listen. I mean, this is happening in real time while we're recording, so there'll be more changes.
Exactly.
But as of airtime, the New York Giants picked up O-lineman Nate Soldier from the
New England Patriots. Yep.
Then running back Jonathan Stewart from the Cardinals.
From the
Panthers.
From
Carolina,
Panthers,
my bad.
Yep.
And then linebacker Alex Ogletree from the Rams.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, my goodness. And then Carolina picked up wide receiver Torrey Smith.
Correct.
That's a good get.
From the Eagles, yes.
Who's our boy? Cam's going to have a good time throwing to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then San Francisco, they picked up, is it
Jerick McKinnon. He was
McKinnon.
Basically a spell back, which that means is a second or third team back. Comes in to spell the starting running back. He was a third down back who's good. He's a young athletic running back. And so he's now at San Francisco.
So I learned things. Well, and one I'm super excited about, because we all know they picked up Jimmy Garoppolo earlier.
Yeah,
Richard Sherman acted as his own agent, and they have picked up cornerback, not Hall of Famer, but maybe.
Could be, yep.
But all-pro cornerback Richard Sherman from the Seahawks is now at San Francisco.
Right. So that is huge news because, again, Jimmy Garoppolo, you got John Lynch, who's the GM, Kyle Shanahan as the head coach. They are trying to make moves and do some things there.
Maybe Jerry Maclin ended up there.
Right, exactly. Well, and then in our other segment, we talked about the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Glennon, reports of his contract getting finalized. He will be basically backing up, contending for a starting spot.
I think they're contending him and Sam Bradford.
And then Sam Bradford are both going to be at the Cardinals there. Then we talked about with Adrian Peterson being released.
Did we say Adrian Peterson?
We did.
I don't remember. Adrian Peterson's on the street. Yeah, we did say that.
Yes, we did. So then for Chicago, the receiver that was actually a pretty good pickup, Mitchell Trubisky will be throwing to Allen Robinson, who was a really good receiver for Jacksonville. He battled some injuries last year, but 2 years before that, he was a 1,000-yard receiving receiver, and he had a lot of good things going on there.
And Mitchell needs that help.
He does. As a young quarterback, you need a guy that can go up there and grab the football, make plays after the catch. Sometimes you just need to throw it up to a guy that you know you can go get it. Then for Green Bay, they picked up tight end Jimmy Graham from Seattle.
Also from Seattle.
Yes, from Seattle, making big moves there.
Because they let go of Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, exactly. And then D-line-wise, they picked up Muhammad Wilkerson from the Jets, who was another big force inside. And anytime that Green Bay's been good defensively, they've had a good nose tackle. Think about Reggie White and all those years. B.J. Raji back in the day in the earlier 2000s and things like that.
Well, and then finishing up on the
NFC side of things, yes.
Yeah, the L.A. Rams have picked up. It's crazy. They're adding up. They're boofing up that defense.
Oh, my gosh.
They picked up Aqib Talib from the Broncos.
Man.
And he is really the captain of the About That Life. He's Debo snatching chains in the Crabtree.
Yes.
And then our own Marcus Peters.
Who's also about that life.
Oh, my gosh. All they need to go is in Ndamukong Suh or Richie Incognito, and they'll just be thug life.
Exactly.
Like, for real.
Go pick up Marshawn, and then you got
exactly.
You got
LA just going to be Compton Central up there.
Yes.
But yeah, LA picked up some good corners, so they're obviously making moves. But you know what, Jared Goff, their offense is good.
Yep.
They're picking up. Who's my running back over there?
Todd Gurley. Yep, exactly.
So they're getting that defense together. So
they let go of some guys, Alec Ogletree and Robert Quinn, but they also picked up some guys in the secondary.
They picked up what you call lockdown corners.
Yep.
So good for them.
Right.
Well, let's jump to the AFC side of it. If you don't mind, I'll talk about the Chiefs.
Yep.
We picked up Sammy Watkins, who I am super excited about.
The Rams.
We're doing Red Rover. We give you Peters, you give us Watkins.
Right.
Because we've got a young quarterback who's going to be my future son-in-law maybe. And we wanted to give him, like you just said, somebody to go up and grab it, snatch it out of there. So I'm excited about that. And then we picked up Kendall Fuller, a cornerback.
From Washington. And with having Marcus Peters gone, we need someone to fill that void. So
okay, we won't do a Chiefs section. Keep going.
All right. So Miami, another Chief. They picked up Albert Wilson, one of my guys, a guy that I've known.
How you gonna lose your boy? That's your homeboy.
He's been balling out at Kansas City, and he got his money, 3-year contract. So
good for Albert.
Yes, exactly.
And I usually tease out about who his boy is. That's really his boy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Love Albert. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Another receiver, Danny Amendola, now a Miami Dolphins. So they just picked up 2 really good inside and kind of outside receivers there. So the Dolphins are looking to try to make some moves.
The rumor is, word on the street is that Ndamukong Suh might be the next one to go.
Correct.
So we'll see.
Nothing's official yet, but those rumors are definitely flying around out there. Okay, so let's talk about Cleveland here, as another former Chief, John Dorsey, who was the GM for a good run with us, with Andy Reid and Brad Veach. He is now the GM for Cleveland, and one of the statements that he said is, we're going out there to get real players.
Yes.
He's really trying to turn around that program and that franchise. And so they picked up quarterback Tyrod Taylor, who we mentioned in the last episode. They also picked up Demarius Randall, who's a corner. He came from Green Bay, who adds length and some good secondary presence there. And they also picked up Jarvis Landry from the Dolphins, who is basically his running mate was Odell Beckham coming out of LSU. And Jarvis Landry has a lot of skill set that people can be happy about. Another, throw it up there, let them go get it.
The Browns are like the 3 little pigs. They got to finally build a house out of bricks. They've been building out of straw and twigs and everything else. So I think that's a good solid foundation.
Yes,
and they've got the #1 overall pick.
Yes,
got
exactly.
A bunch of picks,
and they got Miles Jack last year. They just picked up Demarius Randall, so that's really good defensively. Then they got Jarvis Landry and Tyrod Taylor offensively. They're really trying to make something happen. They don't want to go 0-4 or 1-win season. They can't do that. So
you're elite.
Right.
Well, then New England just picked up Danny Shelton from Cleveland.
Yes.
He's an old lineman.
Old lineman, yep.
Old linemen are finally, listen, if you don't have a quarterback, you've got nothing. But let's be clear, a quarterback without a line is on his back.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so the old linemen are finally getting paid, getting that good money.
Yep.
So good for New England.
Yes, exactly. Then Tennessee Titans picked up Malcolm Butler, who was doghouse for the Super Bowl this year. For whatever reason, there's a gazillion rumors out there of what actually happened, but he got a 5-year contract with the Tennessee Titans. That is huge.
Good for him.
And then in the process of letting go of DeMarco Murray at running back, they picked up Dion Lewis from the New England Patriots, who got a nice, I think it was 3 or 4 year contract as well. So he's getting his money. And congratulations for those 2 guys.
So let's be clear. The Patriots don't have Amendola, Dion Lewis, or Malcolm Butler anymore.
Correct.
And the Titans picked up Dion Lewis and Malcolm Butler.
Yes.
And Amendola is now in Miami.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Just for clarity.
Just for clarity.
What's going on in Jacksonville now? That's the team to watch, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. Jacksonville picked up Andrew Newell, who is a O-lineman as well.
O-line.
Coming from Carolina. He is a big-time player for them. So congratulations again, O-linemen getting the love that they deserve. Then the Jets, they picked up.
Oh my goodness, poor Jets.
Yeah, the Jets picked up Teddy Bridgewater. We talked about that, and they picked up another DB as well. So that's going to be good for them. And then Cincinnati picked up.
Isn't that Tremaine Johnson?
Tremaine Johnson, thank you, Tremaine Johnson, who was with the Rams, killed it last year. And he's now going to be in NYC.
He's a corner, right?
He's a corner. So
see, he must be good, but he must not be about that life, because we just said they picked up Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters.
Exactly.
So maybe he's just a nice guy.
Well, yeah. and again, maybe they were just done with him.
That's true.
And
in
it's
the
like,
NFL.
hey, he's good enough. Kind of like with Marcus Peters.
Absolutely.
The Chiefs were just not willing to keep letting bad stuff happen. So yeah, but Tremaine Johnson, thank you. He was with the Rams, now he's with the Jets. And the Jets picked up Teddy Bridgewater. Again, we talked about that earlier.
And one last O-lineman, yes. Cody Glenn.
Cordy Glenn from Cincinnati is now, or is with Cincinnati. He was with Buffalo, and he is a left tackle who is going to help them a lot too, trying to protect Andy Dalton.
That's a mouthful, but let's be clear. There is so much going on. That's why there's 2 shows for this.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody's phones are updating.
My phone's been beeping the whole time, actually.
It's just going to be more and more and more. But this is really important. These off-season moves have so much implication for what's going to happen coming in. And you got to get these now, because then you got the draft in a couple of weeks. Right. Then you've got, was it OTAs?
OTAs, yep.
I mean, this is important stuff.
You have rookie mini camp, then OTAs, and then you have training camp a little bit down the road, and then obviously it's preseason and the season.
And if you didn't catch the previous show, look, because there's all these free agents out there on the street
and there will
continue
to be more people getting released and traded and let go and picked up, and that's just going to be it's going to be a revolving door for a while.
I'm so excited. I love this part of the game.
It is awesome. It's very fun.
Well, folks, hey, make sure you catch Adam on KQ2.com. You can catch him anchoring sports there.
Yes, exactly. My Twitter handle for KQ2 is Adam Orduna, KQ2. And continue to follow Mom on OTD, as she's tweeting all the time, and our OTD page is always updating and retweeting as well. So we want to say we appreciate your time, and we'll see you again, folks.